Okay, we are just 13 days away from our next pay-per-view in September 2001, which is Fall Brawl. So today is Monday Nitro, 17th of September, and the ratings have been going down in recent weeks, so we have got a stacked card for you. A bit like a Christmas tree, actually. So, the big match is Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan. And really, Hulk Hogan requested this match. Hulk Hogan is the most over guy, even though he's not being used much. He's on an open contract, and I think it'll really help Kevin Nash this. And of course, to help him win, he's going to get his buddies from the Evolution Revolution to help him. Just before that match, we're going to have a stable angle where the Revolution are really going to be hanging out, discussing their plan. Obviously, the plan for the main event, and also chilling after Totally Buff beat the Dark Warriors earlier on. Of course, with a little help from their friends from this stable. So let's go back to the start. We've got a hardcore match. Roadkill in, I think, only his second match or third match since he's been signed, and he's going to beat Reno in a hardcore match. No title because DDP is the champion. The interview segments, they're all to do with feuds that are currently ongoing. So Chris Candido, Lash LaRoe, Lance Storm, Scott Steiner. This angle here with Hennig and Awesome, they're feuding. We'll see more on that in a minute. And another angle with the two tag teams from Natural Born Thrillers who are feuding. And for one I told you about. Other matches, Norman Smiley is going to beat for Wall with a little help from for Wall's nemesis, for Cat. And Jamie Noble is going to get his first win in a while over Yushin Liger, who requested a match with Jamie Noble for Man of the Moment. And of course, how can we forget two big feuds in one match here? Goldberg vs Sting and Kanyon vs Dustin Rhodes in a tag match. And Goldberg and Kanyon are going to win. So let's start the show. Good opener there from Roadkill. Not a bad little signing to bring in as part of the Extreme Revolution. Chris Candido, his mic skills are improving. For Wall and Norman Smiley, good solid mid-card match. The TV champion is the Cat, and for Wall is getting really peed off because every time he has a match, the Cat comes and costs him the win. You see, the Cat spins the Wall around, V-liner, damage is done, 1, 2, 3, Smiley pins Wall. Lance Storm, interview, good for him, 81%. Totally Buff Dark Warriors, to be honest, that's quite a decent score for that match. I think they've fought a few times before and it's never been great, but it's just keeping these four workers active. And Rick Steiner and Road Warrior Animal should be more over than they are. They seem to work okay as a tag team, but they're not getting the ratings in. And DDP was down even below what Rick Steiner is now. So I think these guys need a push at some point, maybe a new gimmick or something, because it's just not really working out for them at the moment. Curt Hennig is in the ring. He calls out Mike Awesome. Mike Awesome runs down, hits the ring, and they brawl all the way back into the aisle and eventually out of sight backstage. And don't forget, this feud is for the US title. And they've not actually fought each other yet. They've just had a few little teasers. And we knew this was going to get this sort of... You know what? In future, I should just put a whole card on dedicated to cruiserweights, and we'd probably get our best ever rating. I mean, Liga and Noble, the match quality is just insane. 100%. Every match that's had 100% quality has always been between cruiserweights. And the crowd loved it as well. 59% didn't go down too well, and Sean O'Haire lost a bit of overness. So let's see how it panned out. So what happens is Mark Jindrak has come down to the ring. for Perfect Event make an appearance and attack brutally, beating Jindrak down to the canvas. After a few minutes, Sean O'Haire, for Saviour, wearing his street clothes, comes running out of a chair and hits the ring. Perfect Event take one shot each from the steel weapon and soon decamp for safety of the aisle. We have reached a stalemate. Jindrak has been laid out, but Perfect Event got ran off in convincing fashion by Sean O'Haire. I thought that would get a really good rating. I'm surprised it didn't, to be honest. This feud hasn't really taken off much yet, but there's still time. Not a bad rating for that match. Let's see how it pans out. Overall rating 77. Crowd was decent. Match quality not bad. So let's see. Goldberg counters an arm wringer with an elbow to the side of the head. Goldberg hits a stump pile driver on Sting. Imagine that. But he messed it up anyway. Ref loses control and it's gonzoing all off the place. As all four competitors end up in the ring brawling. Realising that this chaos isn't going to die down, the ref calls for the bell. Double disqualification. Why did it only get that rating? That sounds amazing. Anyway, they start brawling again, turning the ringside area into a battlefield until officials run down and physically pull them apart. That was a main event, but we have got an even better main event. Well, actually, no, it's not going to be because Hogan's in it and Nash. But I think the crowd will be more up for it because it's Hogan. Expected a bit more from that. And the main event, oh my word, that is worse than ever. 27%. I don't care if Hogan lost over us because he's only on an open contract. Kevin Nash didn't put much effort in. 27%. That is abysmal. I can't get over how bad that is. Sid comes to help Nash win. Tie Hogan up in the ropes and start punching away at him until the ref runs down and breaks it up. And the crowd weren't that bothered either. But 70%, good show considering that atrocious main event. You know what? That's better than it has been in a while. 5.05. It's been in around the 4.6 to 8 rating recently, so that's good. But that main event's not going to make viewers turn in next week, is it? Let's be honest. Okay, let's have a look at the unhappy workers. 23, 32, 28. Pretty much what it was before. Let's go up to Thursday. Do we have any more news? And only 10 days away from the event. No more news. So we're going to leave that there. And we'll get started on the next TV show, which is Thunder.